Collective. Hi, Collective. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back, baby. How's it going, y'all? Let me make sure that. Okay. Hey, Spirit Team. Hey, Light Team Lady. Right in my lap. How you doing, booze? How's everybody doing? So let's get the chat on. Who's in here that ain't saying nothing? Who in here? Nobody gonna say nothing. Okay, all right. Well, welcome to whoever you are that's in here. Ain't saying a word. Hey, L. Okay. All right. So that being said, let's get into it. Tonight we will be going into the Tarot of Opposition. I have the Creativity Oracle, and then I have the Spiritual Symbols by Vibe About It. How you doing, Andrea? I'm doing wonderful. Okay, so let's get into prayer, and then we're going to just jump right in. Spirit guides, ancestors, great divine, I ask for clear, honest messages on behalf of the collective of all 12 zodiac signs. What is it that you have for the collective of all 12 zodiac signs by way of Holy Spirit? In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, so shall it be. Ashe. What's going on, Maddie Davis, Big Hero C, Bit by Charlie, Chris, how you doing? Welcome. All right, y'all. I don't really have no channel messages. I have been. Hey, Angelic Angel, welcome. Was you here yesterday? Cause I said something. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I watch the chat. I start off watching and then I end up losing it. Look, I thank you for moderating, even if you weren't here. Hey, Teresa. Oh, it's cold. Me too, girl. Cold and rainy. I've been tired. Look, just a week ago it was hot. Oh, okay. Hey, Bethany. Okay. So let's get into it. We're gonna go into the Tarot of Opposition. Like I said, I have not. Oh, let me disconnect from this. Hold on, so it don't mess up my. There you go. Okay. Hugs to you too, boo. Yeah, I've been trying to get stuff done. My spirit team got me doing some big changes. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. Sometimes it makes me nervous. Some of the changes, but I roll with it. They keep saying everything gonna be all right. Just roll with it. So I've been rolling with it. Who lost somebody? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm so sorry, Andrea. I'm so sorry, Andrea. May God be with you during your loss. I've been there, honey. I'm a widow too. I get it. And that same exact thing. Lost mine when we was in separation. May God be with you at this time. Y'all, Andrea, it's a little bit different too, because it's like on one hand, sometimes you could be mourning your relationship while the person is still living, and then it's like, then they pass away, and so then it's like a whole nother type of mourning, or sometimes it depends on how bad it was. If you was really mourning your relationship, you might not mourn their passing as heavy, because you was already in mourning. I don't know. It all depends on the person. But Godspeed on that. Ooh, my nose is already itching. So, if you have not double tapped your screen and y'all are in here, please go ahead and double tap your screen, especially if you're watching on a cell phone. Hey, Alyssa, last one. There we go. Ooh. That itch, baby. Ooh, that nose be itching. Holy Spirit, what is it that you have for the collective of all 12 zodiac signs? What is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to know? What do you got for the collective of all 12 zodiac signs? Starting off with the Lovers in reverse, or the dark side of the Lovers. The Ace of Pentacles is in on the lighter side. The Two of Wands is on the dark side or in reverse. Seven of Swords on the darker side. Queen of Swords is in the upright. Okay. Lovers here. That's the Lovers on the dark side. As you can see, there goes Adam. Everything has been taken from him. As you can see, there goes the snake leaving. The tree is bare. The angel cannot come in and stop him because the angel has been frozen mid-air. Then we got our Ace of Pentacles here. Somebody gave a pentacle. There's an offer. But then right after there's an offer, there's the Two of Wands. This is the dark side. Right after this offer was made, somebody feels like they're about to slip and fall there. You see he's holding on to this cliff, but it looks like it's about to break away and he's going to fall. So somebody's about to fall. Seven of Swords is on the dark side. It looks like somebody is chained up and it's hellfire. Queen of Swords, though, is in the upright. Okay, the lighter side of the Queen of Swords. So let's talk about this Lovers here in reverse with this Ace of Pentacles. Somebody decided that they didn't want to be partners anymore. Hey, Cody, how you doing, baby? So somebody decided they didn't want to be partners anymore, and they were ready to dry up the entire relationship. They didn't want to be in the relationship anymore. They decided that they were just going to dry it all up. And they were going to, you see how like this snake looks like it's leaving Adam. It looks like they had devoured everything. This snake came in, devoured everything in sight. Do you see this? And you see how it's now leaving? It's like I'm full now. So now I'm about to leave you. So in this lover situation, it looks like he's bending down towards the snake. But you see he's trying to reach down to Eve to get this apple here. But it's too late, because if we really ignore just this bottom half, like I said, it looks like something came in, devoured everything, and left him here. His tree has no more fruit to bear. The angels cannot come in and stop this. It is what has taken place has already taken place. So let's say you was in a relationship, right? And you gave it your all. You gave it your best. And you had nothing left to give. And as soon as you are done giving, and I know you gave, because there's the Ace of Pentacles. You gave all the money you could give. You tried as hard as you could try. It wasn't good enough. They ate till they was full. And then when they devoured everything and you had nothing left to give, they exited stage left. Because now with the Two of Wands, when you do that assessment, with the Two of Wands is when you're taking the assessment of, okay, what do I have left, right? Well, how much money do I have to get XYZ done? You know what I'm saying? This is you counting your rations, making your battle plans, whatever your thing is. And you're with the Two of Wands, typically, this is you, like I said, getting everything together. Well, you had gave everything till nothing was left. And you see how the angel is frozen? Maybe you was ignoring your intuition. So maybe divine help was trying to come in and say, wait, stop. But you wasn't listening. You weren't listening until it was too late and everything was gone. So it looks as though somebody gave till everything was gone. And this person, that snake, they got their belly full, they upped and left. And now you got the Seven of Swords here. And now all hell in your life has broken loose. It's all hell and brimstone here. You even see the chain here. It's like chained up. So here it is with everything is chained up. It's like now you done got yourself, what's up, JP the God? You have gotten yourself caught up into something where you feel chained and bound and all hell has broke loose. And now you're stuck. This feels like you can't get out even if you wanted to, because it's like you got yourself chained to something that took you down. You see what I'm saying? Because like they devoured everything. And now that all the hell has broke loose, now they up and leave. After you done gave and gave till there was nothing left. And now, like I said, you cannot easily move if it's the chain here. You didn't change yourself to a situation that has now left you depleted. And so now when you sit down here and you see the Queen of Swords, this is you getting into that Judge Judy situation, and you are counting the cost. It's so now it's like you're looking at everything for what it is. Okay, this person decided they didn't want to partner with me. They left after everything was gone, after I gave and gave and gave. And now that when I don't have anything left to give, and there's not enough, and they basically left me with nothing, here they go. And so it's like now you're just looking back at the back at the carnage of everything. Now, with the Seven of Swords, though, this means that this person, this was their plan all along. Because that's what the Seven of Swords is all about. The Seven of Swords is like, hey, my plan is to manipulate you. My plan is to take from you or do stuff behind your back without you knowing. So now that you're looking at everything, it's like, damn, so the plan was to bankrupt me. The plan was to leave me with nothing. And you don't care. Like, you see that I'm like in trouble here. You see that I'm bound, and this person deuced you out. And even though the King of Cups is not out here in reverse, that would be the King of Cups in reverse. The person who leaves the moment that all hell breaks loose, when the shit hits the fan, a King of Cups in reverse will leave. It's like, oh no, I ain't stand for this. I'm out. So a King of Cups can be a shit starter, but they're also a person who, like, when I say a shit starter, like somebody who instigates things. But when after you have been drained and you need help and you're bound up, they jump ship. How you doing? Justice, Diamond, Lorraine, Justice. I see you in your whole name. Hey, girl. All right, so let's talk about the Lovers. Now, I said because that angel is right here and it looks like she was frozen in midair, it does look like you may have ignored some of the signs. What's up, Eric Avery? How you doing? You said something brought you here. Maybe it'll resonate. Just keep listening and you let me know if this sounds like something that might have happened to you. Okay, let's talk about the Lovers here in reverse. Okay, good. I was going to say, please, Lord, don't let that little heater be on. It blows cool air, too, though. I might cut it on. Because I tell you, I had an air conditioner on, but then it turned around and get right back cold where I'm at. Listen. So with the Lovers here on the dark side, right? This is when this person decided, it's like they came in like a snake, devoured everything, and left you with nothing, right? And maybe you was not listening to your angels because you see that angel's frozen. It looked like he can't do nothing to stop you. And now everything is gone. So it's like now you stuck. So let's talk about this. We got the Four of Pentacles. You got the lighter side of the Four of Pentacles. You have the dark side of the Ten of Cups. You see the cups are broken there. And then you got the Nine of Wands here on the dark side. So let's talk about this. With the Four of Pentacles here on the lighter side. Now, this card can mean different meanings than the traditional Four of Pentacles. Now, because you see that there's a little messenger here, a little birdie here, and normally with the Four of Pentacles, being that this is the lighter side, this side looks like somebody being stingy. So this is saying you were just giving. What's mine is yours. I'm going to share. If I got it, you got it. So with the Four of Pentacles here on the lighter side, and you look like you was happy to share. So we have somebody here who is actually happy to get out here and share their wealth with their person. But it ended up not being to your benefit. So it's almost like you may have thought that you had a ride or die, right? You know how sometimes you think that you got a true partner. This is my real partner right here. This is my ride or die. This is somebody who's going to ride with me. And if I go down, they're going to have my back. And if they go down, I'm going to have their back. We ride together. We're going to rise together. So no matter what happens, we rise, we fall together, right? So you're sharing your wealth. And it definitely looks like this is one of those times where you got to do the lifting, but you're happy to do it. What's up, Shivani? How you doing? And Divine Bliss, welcome. Nina, welcome. Woo woo. Not woo woo. Welcome, woo woo. Okay. And Tracy, welcome. So it's looking like this is your time. Hey, Sapphire, this is your time. You're doing the heavy lifting. And maybe you're thinking that when it's your person's turn, they're going to lift you up. Well, it ended up not being what you thought it was with the Ten of Cups here. Ten of Cups has to do with your happily ever after. Well, this did not prove to be your happily ever after because this person just upped and left. It's like they basically came in and like a parasite. You know how they say a parasite takes over the host? Takes over the host. They eat all of what they wanted to do. Cash Camp, you cannot say stuff like that. Not to me. You gotta go. Gotta go. Okay. So that being said, here with the Four of Cups, this person you thought that they was going to be your happily ever after, but as you can see, the cups are broken, right? The flowers are dead. So this is like, okay, normally the Ten of Cups has to do with a happy family situation, right? And so here it is. Here it is. You thinking that this person is going to be there by your side. Y'all going to build a happy family life. It ended up not being that. It's like they literally came in, devoured everything like a parasite. And once they broke everything, ate everything, they just upped and jumped ship. You see how the cups are broken? It's like, damn, now you ain't even got no full cups because every cup is broken. So that means that you can't hold anything left in your cup. This literally looks like you gave until you had nothing left to give. And even what you have left standing, it's hard to refill cups that are broken, right? So it's like if you're the cup and you poured your all into it and they broke your cup, you can't even receive anything because you ain't got nothing. Your cup is broke. So here it is. Now your cup is broke. You done gave and gave and gave. And now it looks as though when you look at this with the Nine of Wands, this is the dark side of Nine of Wands. You done got yourself caught up in a storm. You see how it looks like all this is going on? He's just sitting on the rock like, I can't even move. You are literally caught in the eye of the storm here with this Nine of Wands. So it's almost like you didn't have the proper boundaries. And so you didn't know you needed boundaries with this person because you're thinking that this is your ride or die. So you're not understanding that here with this Nine of Wands, it's like now you're in the eye of the storm. I did not know that I needed to have boundaries with you. You let your guard down. And in letting your guard down, you overgave, and they ate from your table. They ate. And then when they were full, and basically they had ate everything up. It kind of reminds me of how they say, like, you never want to be in a place where locusts come in and the locusts end up eating every damn thing, every leaf on the tree, all the crops, everything, nothing's left. Nothing is left. And so now you looking crazy. You see how he just sitting there looking like, well, damn, I'm just right here in the middle of a storm. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Oh, Eric, it looks like it's resonating. Look like your people brought you here just in time. Now, my Latia Jack. I'm always glad when Latia Jack is here, honey, because she will watch the whole reading and act like she miss y'all in the chat, honey. She'll message me like she having the whole chat by herself. That was too funny, Latia. How you doing? Welcome, Muhammad from New York. It's welcome. Glad to have you here. What's up, Tina? How are you? Oh, okay. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's get into it. Let's continue. What's up, Corey? Corey, come on now. Don't come in here asking. Just if you don't know what a tarot room is, you should probably just exit stage left because you about to be deleted. I can feel it. What's up, team? You say you hope I'm well. I am. See, told you. I said, don't come in here playing like you don't know what's going on. You about to get deleted. I feel it coming. Let's talk about it. Okay, y'all. Ooh. Don't want to eat the hair. Now, with the Ace of Pentacles, this is you giving. See, look at you. Bright, you was happy to give. You see this little honeybee? You were sweet to this person. So when listen, you see how you got flowers blooming, it's a blue sky. You were happy to give to this person. You love this person. So it looks like life was good for you. You was in a winning season, right? So your finances was doing good. You had a very it was good for you. Life was sweet. And so you had it to give. It's like, hey, I got it. You down, you my baby, I got you. And you was happy to do it. Look, because listen, those flowers are blooming right there. So it's like, life is good. I share with you, ain't no problem. You my baby. But this was before you knew what you got yourself into. Let's talk about this Ace of Pentacles in the upright. Holy Spirit, thank you. Clarify the Ace of Pentacles in the upright. One more, please. Ace of Pentacles in the upright is being clarified by the Six of Cups, the lighter side of the Six of Cups, the lighter side of the Five of Swords, and we have the lighter side of the Four of Swords. So you got the Six of Cups, Five of Swords, Four of Swords. All of these are the light side, right? So let's get into it. So with the Six of Cups here in the upright, now, you see the lighter side, you see how this looks like a boy with his father? You thought you had somebody that was loyal. Typically, when you have a Six of Cups situation, right? And one of y'all is doing better than the other. But here, you felt like I have it to give. So, like, this is somebody who, a father teaching his son how to fish. You're happy to do it. This is your little mini me. So this little mini me here, this father teaching his son how to fish, it's like, what do they say? You teach a man, give a man a fish he eats for a day. Teach him how to fish, he can eat for a lifetime. So it's like you're giving this person wisdom. You're talking to them. You're showing them about pentacles, right? Am I going in and out for anybody else besides Shanoa? Because she's the one who came in. Okay, you're the only one saying it. Am I going in and out for anybody else? Before I am. Is that better? Okay, is this better? Y'all tell me now. Is that better? Shanoa says no. Click out and come back in, and let's see if that helps. Y'all, because I just changed the setting. It's popping. Is that better? I'm still staticky. Okay, hold on a minute. All right. Is that better for anybody? I don't know. You think it sounds better, Sally? Anybody? Is it better for anybody else? Hey, Nina from the UK at 2:54 a.m. in the morning. Okay, it's better. Angelic Angel says popping. Y'all know the last time this happened, we had to go out and then click, and then I had to start the whole reading over. Oh, Holy Spirit, what you want me to do? Okay, y'all can hear me? Okay. Are we good? I don't know. It's better. Okay. Okay. Because I was getting ready to cut this off and start say, hey, y'all, meet me in another room. Okay. Here we go. It happens. I don't know. I need to check and see if we coming up on another Mercury retrograde or something. I don't know. So with the Six of Cups here, this is somebody who you're willing to teach stuff to, right? This is your rider, right? So when you have a rider and this is your person, it's like, hey, if I got it, if I know something, I'm not going to withhold information from you, right? You're going to teach this person what you know because you want to benefit them. You're going to be loyal to them. Like how this person, and you will look out for them. So sometimes if you're the one who is doing better, like the parent will always be doing better than the child. So even if I'm in a position where I'm able to have more than you at this time and you need a little bit of help, then I'm going to get up and I'm going to help you. So you didn't mind if sometimes you had to step in the role of a provider and take the lead. Sometimes it'd be like that in relationships. Like if I'm a woman and I know that my man is going down and he needs a little bit of pick me up, then I will get up and do my role and carry it. Hey, baby, there's another way we could do this. And I put my 2 cents in and I will carry it until he's able to get on his feet. Same thing. So this is the type of relationship you think you have, where sometimes one of y'all might switch off and have to carry the other one. But you feel as though, because it's the lighter side, that y'all are loyal. So you teach one another as you go, because you know different ones. Thank you, JP the guy. But I have me and you would have to talk. Playing JP, it does not always work out like that. Even though that's how I am. Child, I get just run into all the bad frogs. I swear. I'm the princess that kissed them damn frogs. I swear. But this is how it should be. So sometimes your man may know something more than you do, or vice versa. And even if it's same sex, sometimes you will know more in an area than somebody else does, and y'all have to switch off with the loyalty. Sometimes you got to carry it. Sometimes they do. But either way, you're going to always be together, teaching each other how to fish, right? So this is why you're happy to give. I'll look out for you. I got it. If this is my turn to carry it and bring some new ideas to the table, then so be it. So this is what you decide to do with the 6 of Cups here. Now, with the 5 of Swords here on the lighter side, yeah, I'm going to turn this ever so slightly. I hope they don't mess up the sound. Okay, so this being... Oh, I know, ain't that it? They be attracted to that light, honey. Listen, I do. I tend to attract a lot of... It's the light, child. It's just the light. Listen, the lighter side of the 5 of Swords here. You see how it's the sunshine here? So listen. Okay. Normally after the 5 of Swords is when somebody wants to return and make something right. Now, if you've been through a lot of storms, you've been through a stormy situation with the 5 of Swords here, it's like you see how right now everything is looking all dried up, but the sun is here. So it's like you're willing to carry things until the sun comes up. Basically, in other words, maybe you and your person was going through a hard time, right? And okay, if I got to carry the load until we see better days, okay, I'm willing to pick up my sword and do that. See right here on this side of the card, you see how it looks like rubble. It's raining. This is somebody who wants to win at all costs. So much, it's storming so bad she can't even fight. But here it's like, okay, I'll pick up the sword and I will carry it until there are better days. So this was how you were. I'm going to be loyal. If I got to step up and I got to kind of be the provider right now, I will do that, right? I will do that. I will carry the sword until times get a little bit better. And I got some great ideas and I'm going to throw them out there and I'm going to share with my person. So this is how you feel. And then even with the 4 of Swords here, now the 4 of Swords is on the lighter side. Now, the 4 of Swords to me on the lighter side, we're going to clarify. Because the 4 of Swords does not necessarily have to be a bad thing, because as you see here, he's resting. So this is not the end of y'all because the sky is blue. So this is like, okay, if you need to rest until you get yourself together, I'll carry the load. I got you. I got you. That's what you said. I got you, baby. If you need to get yourself together for a minute, go ahead and get yourself together. Rest. So you're basically carrying stuff. Maybe this person's frazzled. Maybe they went through a really stressful situation. Maybe it's taking them a little bit longer. But whatever's going on, you're basically giving this person time to get themselves together and rest until they're able to see brighter days. So you're like, okay, I got you right now. So there you go. Carrying the load, you got them until brighter days come for them. So you're basically like, don't stress out, because you know it's harder sometimes to find stuff when you're stressed out. So if you're the type of person who is looking out for your person, like, hey, I got you. I don't want you stressing. Don't worry about stuff like that. You just worry about getting a job. Let me handle the bills and stuff. I got the bills. I make sure we got food, lights, and all of that. You just worry about getting a job. So you don't want them to stress out and be worried. So this person looks like they're sleeping in peace because they're not worried about anything. And if you notice, his stomach does not even look like he's starving. He does not look like he's injured or hurt because he ain't got to worry about the other things going on because you're the loyal one right now, right? You're the one who is going to carry stuff until their brighter days come in. So that means that when you lay down to rest, you ain't got to feel sick to your stomach because, you know, the stress, oh my God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? You don't want to do that. So you got your person, basically, you set them up like a real one. That's what you're doing. You setting them up like a real one. Okay? What's up, Lily? How you doing, honey? Welcome to the channel. Let's see. Sally Lee, welcome. If I haven't said nothing to you, Brittany, what it do? Samnia. Oh, I might be pronouncing your name wrong. Ahaya? I don't know. You know me and y'all know me in pronunciations. Sosa, what it do? Gazelle, Gomez, Ebby C, Teresa W, Divine Bliss, Lisa, how you doing? I think I'm all caught up. Wait, who is this with this N name? Not Nina. Is it Nafisi? Is that what I'm saying your name right? How you doing, sweetheart? Welcome to the channel. Okay, y'all, I'm done with my hellos. Now, you did want all of this because you really care about this person. Truly, you are a true rider. You are definitely the type of person, I ain't gonna lie, if this is how you are, collective, I would want you in my corner. I would want you in my corner. You are a real one if this is you. But now, things are a little shaky. Because remember, the first 5 cards we started off with, it was saying somebody out here left you. And now you ain't got enough. Now it looks like your plan, if you can't climb up no cliff successfully, see, it looks like hellfire. It's looking like you about to approach a storm. And things are getting a little rocky. One wrong move and all hell about to break loose. If you was climbing up this mountain, right? If this piece, one wrong step, one wrong move, you're going to fall to your demise. So here it is after you done carried everything for this person, right? And now it's like, now y'all supposed to be like, you know, like wrestling, tag, you're it. So you're expecting your person to be able to tag them. It's their turn to carry the weight. Because you're doing so much. So you're ready to tag them. One more wrong move and your whole world goes up in smoke. Now financially, you didn't hit a wall. You about to hit the wall, child. You about to literally find yourself in a for real eye of a storm. So let's get into it. I just report you because, honey, you ain't gonna come in here and be explicit. Just goodbye. When y'all see people being explicit, y'all know everybody in here has the ability to report that. Don't just delete the moderators. Report their ass. That was pornographic. He has to go. All right, so let's talk about this. So now you're at the point now where you made one wrong move and all hell is about to break loose. Let's talk about it. Holy Spirit, can you clarify the 2 of Wands on the dark side, please? 2 of Wands on the darker side. Woo, child. Ace of Wands is in reverse. Queen of Cups is on the dark side. So it's like basically all of these are, woo, dark side of the 10 of Swords, dark side of the Queen of Cups, dark side of the Ace of Wands. Let's talk about the Ace of Wands. You got to switch directions quick. One wrong move and all hell breaks loose, right? So if you're in the Ace of Wands, this is saying, hey, I got to do something. I need to do something now. It's time to change directions because the storm is a-coming. Do you see how it looks like everything here? Like there's no lush green like it is on this side. Things are drying up quick. And if I make one wrong move, I'm about to, all my finances, I'm going to be under. I ain't got nothing left to give. See, your tree is no longer blooming anything. You're literally hanging on to the last bits and pieces. Ain't no more leaves on the tree. And so in your mind is like, okay, something has to switch directions quickly right now. So you're really looking at this person like, hey man, this is like wrestling tag. It's time for you to, hey, we got to switch off. Ride or die, right? It's time for me to tag you. And now you hold it till I can get myself together and then we build together. But that's not what was happening. What ended up happening was that you realized that you had the dark side of the Queen of Cups. You was dealing with somebody who was selfish. They only thought about themselves. They only had love for themselves. You was with a true drama starter. So if you brought this to their attention, this was somebody who was showing you the back of their ass and probably starting arguments. You know how sometimes people will start those arguments where it's like they just trying to get away? You know what I'm saying? You know how people start them arguments just so they can leave? This is them not sharing their love with you. They're only thinking about themselves. And then if you're bringing it up, they're showing you, they're giving you a lot of drama just to leave. And they left you with 10 swords. Now you completely can't move. 10 swords are now in your back. You see how he's frozen in ice? Damn. You knew that if one more wrong move, all hell was going to break loose. You ain't got nothing left to give because you've been carrying this person this whole time. Now you're trying to say, tag, you're it. And now that it's their turn, they're only thinking about themselves. They're drinking from the cup. They're drinking from the cup. And if you say something to them, they start arguments with you and leaving you basically. Yeah, I see what's happening to you. Like they don't give no damns that you're frozen and cannot move because you ain't got the finances to move left, right, or to do anything. Now you're stuck. And they left you here. They left you here. So that's the 10 of swords here. So they done sat up here and they done left you in the 10 of swords, completely frozen, putting swords in your back. Now, the 10 of swords talks about somebody basically, swords have to do with knowledge, right? So now you're realizing that when they were putting these 10 swords energy, like I said, that has to do with your mental. So now you're realizing that this person is stabbing you repeatedly to the point where you cannot move. You're literally, it's almost like somebody doing a freezer spell and just freezing your ass and you can't move. You're in a position where you can't do nothing. You can't. If you got bills, like I don't really even know what to do at this point. You're stuck. And this person was doing it to you. They was putting every sword in your back, catching you up. That's another sword, another ending. And they was helping to put endings in your back. And so now you're looking like, okay, now you're realizing who you're really dealing with. You're not dealing with somebody who actually loves you. They love themselves. And so they basically was allowing themselves to take advantage of all of your help until they got on their feet. They didn't care if you ended up upside down. They was only worried about drinking from the cup themselves. They didn't love you. A Queen of Cups is normally somebody who's very loving, kind. She's a sweetheart. This is somebody who will give you your shirt off their back. They're just so sweet. They're just so kind. And yep, now you was dealing with a fraud. So this person basically used you as a step stool. You calling me a fraud? Oh yeah, John, you gotta go. Deuces, we talking about this person being a fraud. Y'all, listen, this is for any of my little trolleys. If you know you don't like tarot, go watch something else. Go start your own channel. Like, I don't understand it. Y'all just be wasting time because I guess y'all just bored and ain't got nothing better to do. But either way, so this person was a fraud. He had that part at least right. This person is a fraud. They tricked you. You thought you had somebody who loved you, but this person loved themselves. They basically was using you till they got on their feet and they drained you of every dollar you had. And so now when it's time for you to say, tag, baby, I'm ready for you to have my back because, whoo, thank God you got a job. So I can re-up because you're still working. But you're working, but now, you see what I'm saying? You know how like when you take care of an extra dependent that you really weren't expecting to? What ends up happening? Savings, instead of you saving money, now your savings is getting more and more depleted. And then, God forbid, now you starting to juggle paying different bills. I'm going to pay this and then I'll probably catch this up. So you're just glad that now you're hoping that they get a job or they get some money. Maybe they had an unexpected lawsuit. Maybe they're getting something. Maybe they're getting a government check. Who knows what the hell they was getting. But whatever they was getting was supposed to help relieve you so you could breathe a sigh of relief. Because at any moment, you just needed things to change direction so you get that leg up. But now you're realizing that even if things change directions, they're not going to help you. They basically used you until they got theirs. And then when they got theirs, it was like, child, please. Oh, this is mine. Thank you, Holy Spirit. My angels is here. I don't know if y'all just seen that light or yeah, my angels are here. So this, it's like now you're realizing, mask off. You seeing somebody for exactly who they are. Exactly what you was dealing with. You thought you had somebody who loved you. You thought you had somebody that was loyal or ride or die, who y'all could switch off. And now you're realizing, oh shit, I'm with us. Excuse my language, but fellas, some of y'all might realize you was with a selfish ass bitch. And same thing goes for some of y'all ladies. This man is selfish. And I don't give a damn if you same sex or not. You realizing, man, this person is selfish as hell. And then when you try to bring something up, they start an argument just so they can like blow up in your face so they can have a reason to walk away and just leave you there. Frozen without no way of getting out of whatever they have created. Now, let's talk about it. So now I said one wrong move when hellfire was going to break loose. Well, it wasn't by accident. This person did this to you on purpose. This is a 7 of Swords, and it's on the dark side. It looks like a fire. It looks like a true volcano has truly erupted here. So somebody snuck behind your back and they did this. So this was their plan all along. This is what you're finding out. Their plan all along was to use you till you could not move anymore. You can't get yourself out of this situation even if you wanted to. I got you caught up. Somebody got you, excuse me for lack of better words, somebody got you by the balls, baby. Can't move. You can't move. You cannot get out of this even if you wanted to. And what's crazy is when you find out that this is what this person's plan was from the very beginning. What's up, LaShonda? What's up, the red lipstick realtor? What it do? Josie? Lovely. What it do? So this is really, really sad. So you're dealing with somebody who purposely put you in a situation where there was going to be hellfire. They stabbed you in the back and they tried to get away with it. Let's talk about this 7 of Swords. Ace of Cups is on the lighter side. The Emperor is, oh Lord. The Emperor is on the dark side and the 9 of Swords is on the dark side. Let's start here with this Ace of Cups on the lighter side. So now you're realizing you freely gave to this person. You was always trying to bring the sunshine into this person's world. Do you see this cup? This is the light side. This right here. Don't focus on the bottom. Just focus on the top. So here it is. When this person needed a helping hand, here you go. Out of nowhere, being somebody's helping hand, offering them the love and the support that they needed. You were pouring out love in overflow with the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is like, yeah, you got a lot of emotion for this person. So much so you was willing to pour out onto them. I love you. Like, you really love this person. Like, I cannot even deny that. You really, really, really love this person if the Ace of Cups is out here. So this is why you were so willing to give. Hey, I will be the sunshine in your world. I know you're going through a hard time. And so you always wanted this person to see brighter days. So this is why you was giving, but you didn't know that while you was giving, this was this person's plan all along, was get you to give to them, right? They basically knew how much you loved them. They knew how much you loved them. But they also knew that they had no intentions on staying. This is the Emperor in reverse. Do you see how his head is down? Some of these people could not even look you in your face when they did this. The Emperor in reverse is somebody who drops responsibility. Normally, the Emperor is a person who is a father figure. This is somebody who takes care of business. He is a leader. He is a boss. He is somebody who is organized, who can drop emotion if need be, get his head in the game, and make sure everything is all right. But here with the Emperor in reverse, and fellas, switch it around. If we're talking about a feminine, you're talking about, because this is all energy. So what you were dealing with was somebody who could not lead. This is somebody who was going to create chaos and conflict. This is somebody, who could not take responsibility. This is somebody who is just going to drop the ball. And in fact, as you see how the sun looks like it's going down, remember all that sunshine you was bringing somebody? So it's almost like this person was purposely, they could not face you as the sun was going down. His head is down. His head is down as though he's in shame because he knew that he was about to leave you. See these mountains? They knew that they was about to leave you in trials and tribulations. They didn't have the audacity to look you in your face or your eye to tell you, hey, I don't really want to do this no more. I don't want to do this no more. It's basically they used you until the sun started to come down. What the hell is going on? Huh. So you got the Ace of Swords here. So, I mean, the Emperor here. So the Emperor here is in reverse. So they knew that they was about to leave you with all these trials and tribulations. They knew that the sun was getting... So, like, here it is. You're trying to be the sunshine in somebody's world, right? So, like, you know how, like, after the storm, how I showed y'all on that Five of Swords. So this is the storm, right? This is the sun coming up after the storm. Things are starting to dry up. You're trying to be a beacon of hope for this person, right? Well, they're not being a beacon of hope for you. They're dropping responsibility. They know that the sun was going to go down. So instead of them coming in and being the sunlight for you, they were getting ready to create darkness. They knew what they was doing. Nine of Swords, the dark side. They knew that they was about to leave your ass in a stressful ass situation. It seemed like they was leaving you in the twilight zone, child. Do you see how this woman looks? Child, it looks like, look, she is broken. Like, it's like she's fading off. Like pieces of her just fading off. The stress, her head, every sword. Oh my God, her hair is gray. Like, what am I going to do? Oh my God, I cannot see. It's like you're going down a wormhole with no ending in sight of how the hell are you going to get out of this. This is what they did. And they couldn't even look you in the eye. So, like, remember I said they started that argument to get away from you? Because they couldn't look you in the eye knowing that they was about to leave you like this. But it's frozen. Where you can't get out. So you're dealing with a chicken shit as a person. This person's chicken. They can't even tell you the truth. They could not even look you in the eye. They knew what they was about to do. They knew that all hell was about to break loose. They did it on purpose. So you're dealing with a coward who devoured everything to use you as their step stool and left you there. Queen of Swords is in the upright. What's up, Christina Lamone? Is it Lamone? Shamika Jackson, welcome. Is it Yanina? Hi, Yanina. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. I think, and Bird 50. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment, Bird 50. Okay. I think we are all caught up. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's talk about this Queen of Swords. So with the Queen of Swords being on the lighter side, the sword is up. If you watch my channel, I always tell you, sword up, this is the truth. Now you're looking at the truth. You can't hide it. It's facing you right in your face. Now you have to see the truth. You have to look at stuff as, like, basically when you're in the Queen of Swords, now you got to put on that Judge Judy or that Judge Mathis hat. Anybody who's in a position of being a judge, and you got to look at the facts. You got to look at the truth. And so now you're looking at the truth of what really was happening to you. So let's look at that. Let's look at the Queen of Swords. The lighter side. Holy Spirit, clarify the Queen of Swords on the light side, please. Queen of Pentacles is on the dark side. Or is that supposed to be the light side? No, I guess this is supposed to be the... I want to say this is the dark side. Darker, to me, that's the dark side. Yeah, that's the dark side. Dark side of the Queen of Pentacles. The lighter side of the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. The lighter side of the world in the upright. Let's talk about this. Let's start with this Queen of Pentacles. When you looked at the truth of the matter, you realized that you was dealing with somebody who did not look out. A Queen of Pentacles is the type of person who looks out for everybody in her kingdom, her children, her man, whoever. So here it is, you're being the Queen of Pentacles. You're looking out for this person. You're looking out for everybody. Maybe y'all are, even if this was a family dynamic. It could be, y'all, sometimes these people don't just be boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend. It could be whatever. It could be your partner. One person said like something about a boss. It could be anybody. Whoever this was, you thought that y'all had an understanding. And you thought that if I look out for you, you going to look out for me. But now when it was their turn, notice how she's hiding the pentacle. She's not showing you the pentacle. She's hiding it. Notice how it almost looks like she basically was doing stuff underground. So there was things going on where you could not see. She was not above the surface showing you what she was doing. So that means this will be like somebody doing something behind a curtain underground. So this means somebody was doing some things that you had no idea in the dark. And here it is. I had no intentions on sharing with you at all. At all. So a Queen of Pentacles is somebody who looks out, but this person's on the darker side. So here it is. They're selfish. I have no intentions on sharing with you. And I'm doing it all in secret, like she's in a cave. You see this? And you see how it's like she even looks like she's being up to something. So you're dealing with somebody who's up to something. Now you're looking at the truth. You got on your Judge Judy or Judge Mathis hat, and you just sit back and you're reflecting on the truth. Okay, so this is something they've been planning for a while. They've been planning on doing this. And so now you're realizing that Ten of Pentacles that you thought you was going to have with this person, when this ended with the world. See, some of y'all thought that, okay, I'm going to carry you. And the moment that this person got a job, y'all was going to build together and end up as the Ten of Pentacles. Some of y'all thought, okay, I just need to carry you long enough until you get up, because you're still thinking that this is a loyal situation. And yeah, right now I got to kind of act like the more responsible person and carry everything. But see, I'm teaching my person how to fish. So I'm giving them advice and they're taking the advice. And so when they get up and they get a job, now we're able to re-up and we're going to be the Ten of Pentacles. Now our savings is going to be replenished. We're going to be almost like a power couple. We're going to have it all put together. Like you're putting it in your mind that it's still supposed to be loyalty. Y'all working together. Y'all going to have a very nice home where y'all both going to see how the sun is over the door. This is supposed to be a happy home with wealth. Neither one of us is going to be broke. When we open the door, we both opening the door to wealth. Everybody in our little family is going to be happy. Everybody in our workplace is going to be happy. Wherever your thing is, take it as it resonates. We're all going to make it. And we're going to do it. And you're thinking the sun, like I said, is over the door. And this is the lighter side. See how the flowers are blooming? Everything is going to be all right. And the only thing you now are looking at is now you're thinking about what you thought it was going to be. You thought that all you had to do was wait on this ending of where, okay, now instead of them looking for a job, they got a job and we can put this behind us and we can move towards the Ten of Pentacles. So you're thinking one thing, this person's going to get this job, or they're going to come into whatever money it is. We're going to put some money into the house. We're going to build up our savings, and it's going to be happily ever after. And this thing where we was struggling, that's going to be a thing of the past. And we're going to move into something new, which is better. So now you're thinking, okay, the past will be when y'all was struggling. Now the future is about to be. And you see, it's the lighter side of the world. So you're thinking y'all about to move into something more positive, like legacy wealth. Having savings, a happy family life where we ain't worried about money. That's what you thought it was, till you realize who you was really dealing with. So it's like now you're looking at the facts. Okay, I thought it was this, but this person is this. So now you breaking it all down. So it's almost like, I'm gonna be honest, it feels to me like somebody left you in hermit mode. They left you and it forced you into hermit mode. And typically when you get in hermit mode, you're by yourself. It's nobody but you and God. And now it's like your angels, your ancestors, your spirit guides, they're talking to you. And they showing you them red flags that went over your head. Now you seeing where you went wrong. Now you seeing how this person was, their intention was there the whole time of not trying to deceive you, and it went right over your head. How you thought you had a true partner and your partner just left you behind. And it's like you didn't even see it. You didn't even see it. King of Pentacles is on the lighter side. Three of Swords is on the dark side. Oh, shit. The Moon is on the dark side. Oh, man. Oh, no. Hierophant is on the lighter side. Eight of Pentacles is on the darker side. Let's talk about this. Holy Spirit, just one quick question. This King of Pentacles, is this supposed to be the collective, the King of Pentacles? Is that supposed to be the collective? Oh, right, for yes. Okay. So y'all are supposed to be the King of Pentacles. So here it is, when you're the King of Pentacles, right? You're out here, you're doing the best you can. You're the King of Pentacles, you're covering all the bills, right? You're very stable. I want you to remember this. This is how you started. I'm a King of Pentacles. I have enough to share. This is why you was in the Four of Pentacles, right? This is you, the lighter side. See how there's a little bird here? You got pentacles and I can share them. I ain't got to sit at this table and be stingy with you. I'm stable. Baby, here, I got you. You got enough to share. You're stable. You work hard. And so you have a stable job. You are very secure with your money. This was you. This is how you started, right? Well, it went from you being like that to now you're finding out that this person who was doing stuff in secret, some of y'all did not realize. Remember how I said this person couldn't show you their face? There was a third party somewhere that you didn't know nothing about. Did you know that? Did you know that you was in a third party situation that you did not know about? And this person could not look you in your face and tell you, hey, I got somebody else on the side. So while they're draining you dry, they had already found your replacement. Third party. This person was ashamed to show you who they are. So they're out here causing heartbreak, pain, and despair, putting swords in your heart, cheating on you, and could not even look you in your face. And here it is. This is the person that you was out here being loyal to and looking out for. You got somebody else. And I'm taking care of you this whole time. Some of y'all did not know that. So you trying to give money to somebody who basically was taking it and they was running behind your back to a third party and doing stuff in the dark, causing you heartbreaking pain. You had no idea because the moon is here on the dark side. You did not have any idea with this moon here what the hell was really going on. Remember, I did say it was like they was doing stuff under the ground. So this is them doing stuff under the cover of darkness. They had a whole plan going on with somebody else. And they was about to ravage you. Like, see how this is like a hellhound? Child, they was about to eat your ass alive and you did not know anything about it. You did not have any idea that they was about to eat your ass literally up in a situation where you're being cheated on. They're taking your money and doing all of that. And you know what really hurt was that some of y'all wanted to marry this person. Some of y'all wanted to marry this person. And you did not even know it. You did not know it. Your hair finance is upright. You had no idea that the person who was causing you stress, That their plan all along was to hold their head down in shame and abandon you like this. You love this person. For some of y'all, you thought this was going to be your 10 of cups. Right? You thought this was your person. You thought this was your 10 of cups. You thought that you and this person was going to be together. And there they go. Causing stress, abandoning their position. You did not see it because you really thinking everything was all good. I'm going to marry them. I love them. I got this is my person. Oh, I love them so much. I'm going to marry them. I got a real one this time. And you just thinking y'all just going, eventually you going to put a ring on it. You just waiting on your baby to get on their feet. And when they get on their feet, we gonna ride into the sunset. We're going to have a nice house. We're going to get our savings back up. Maybe then I'll go ahead and propose. Or maybe ladies, you thinking he going to get down and give you your ring. Or same thing. Even if you're same sex, we're going to be together. You thought y'all was going to be together. Till you realize this person had no intentions on working with you. 8 of Pentacles is in the darker side. This person wasn't about to run off and go get no job so y'all could build no happily ever after. They had no plans on working. They had no plans on getting a job or giving you any money to work with you. Like none. So here it is. You thinking it's going to be this. And now Spirit is showing you, your spiritual team, the Most High God, whoever you believe in, is now showing you, hey, it's 8 of Pentacles in reverse. This person ain't trying to work with you to have no happily family situation where y'all going to have legacy wealth and be out here like no damn power couple. This ain't that, baby. This ain't that. You thinking it's going to be that. You thinking at any minute they're going to get a job or they're going to get whatever this money is. Maybe they had was in a car accident. They was going to get a big check. I don't know what the hell you thought your person had. But whatever it was, you thought that as soon as they get it, it was going to relieve everything. Y'all, this little thing, it was going to be like a blip on the radar and y'all was going to move into y'all's new life, get engaged, and some of y'all thought y'all was going to get married. Maybe even move and get a new house together. This is sad. You know what you say? Bursted your bubble and it popped. Charlie. We got the Page of Swords on the dark side. Ooh, Spirit. I'm going to take them. I ain't never had that many. And look, this is exactly what I need. Page of Swords is on the dark side. 8 of Wands is on the lighter side. 9 of Pentacles is on the lighter side. The Magician on the dark side. Temperance is on the lighter side. Page of Swords. There was blockages here. You did not know what the hell was going on. Some of y'all, when this first happened to y'all did not know what the hell was going on. Page of Swords is on the dark side. You did not understand why are there being blockages now. And some of these blockages might have been in communication. Even though the 8 of Wands is here in the upright, you're thinking you and this person are in alignment. So if there are blockages and you don't hear from them, there has to be a good reason. So you're not thinking that there's blockages. Or they're not responding to you right away because you thinking everything's still good. See how the sky is blue? Me and my person, we're in alignment. We talk. So if they don't talk to me, I trust them because we're loyal. Well, I got their back. They got my back. We got each other's back. That it's got to be for a good reason. So I ain't going to even assume because my baby, I know my baby. That's how you feel. You know your baby, right? Okay. So they don't talk to you. You get a little blockage. You're not even worried about, oh, they don't call me right back. I know them. They ain't going to do it. What we got is real. You thinking what y'all got is real. Do you see this 9 of Pentacles on the lighter side? Look at y'all. You feel like the love between y'all so real, y'all going to get engaged. I'm telling you, some of y'all thought y'all was going to get engaged and marry this person. You felt like this person was with you. This person don't want to be single. This person wants to be with you, baby. You're the 9 of Pentacles. I'm stable. I'm the King of Pentacles. I'm the 9 of Pentacles. I got money. I can take care of my baby. And my baby going to look out for me. And it's just a matter of time. We're going to get engaged. I'm good. Okay, they can't talk to me right now. Maybe they ain't talking to me because they looking for a job. You're not knowing. Let's say you didn't even know about the cheating just yet. You thinking y'all gonna get married. If you don't hear from them, they are looking for a job. They are out here doing what they need to do. It's cool. Because we're going to be together. They don't want to be single. That is supposed to be an old school engagement box. You thinking y'all are happy. See how they smiling? You thinking y'all happy. They don't want to be single. They want to be with me. I'm the one who look out for them. I love them. Like they know ain't nobody going to love them like I love them. Ain't nobody going to look out for them like I do. So this is what you're telling. But she would. And so you might not even have told this person that was your plan all along. You really wanted to get married. Somebody was going to propose. And you might have been keeping it secret, fellas. Some of y'all might have kept it secret. You know, I don't know. Sometimes women propose. I'm not really one of the women who would ever do that. But, you know, some of y'all do. No tea, no shade. But whoever it is, you thought that y'all was eventually going to get married or get engaged. Maybe you didn't say nothing. Maybe you was hoping for it, but you was hoping for a ring. So here it is. You thought you was going to get, it was all good. See how the hair fonts on the other side? Till it wasn't. Thought it was all good till it wasn't. Magician here is in the upright. I mean the dark side. Dark side of the magician. Dark side of the magician here says, this is not good. The cup is spilled over. There's a chip in the pentacle. The sword is wavy. And the wand is like throwing dice in the air. You didn't know you was dealing with somebody who was very manipulative. The person that you wanted to marry that was stressing you out, now this is you. I think what is happening here at this point of our reading, Spirit is walking you through what you thought it was going to be and the reality. You didn't realize you was dealing with somebody who was never going to give you everything you needed to be able to have a marriage. See, this is a magician is about meeting goals. It ain't just about being manipulative. This is about us meeting goals. Now you're realizing that this person was never going to come to the table that will lead you to the steps of marriage. Because in order for me to marry you, that means that there are some things that you have to hit, some markers. This person was never going to have everything they needed to even get to marriage. And one of them being, you got to be responsible, Emperor in reverse. You got to know when to boss the hell up. Fellas, you got to know when to trust your woman. And hey, baby, I need you to do X, Y, Z and know that she can execute. Same thing goes for your ladies. You got to have a man who can lead. Or same thing. I don't give a damn. Even if you same sex, one of y'all is going to be in the masculine, heavier in the masculine or heavier in the feminine. It doesn't matter. When you expect this person to boss up and take the ball and run with it when you need them to. And instead, it was causing stress. So you was never going to meet your goal because you cannot marry somebody who does not show up to the table and pick up the ball and fucking run with it when they need to. This person's coming up short. We cannot make goals if you're flighty. If somebody is flighty and they're not bossing up and they're becoming irresponsible, I can't expect you to get nothing done. Hey, baby, I'm going to give you this money. I need you to go pay X amount of bills. Or, hey, I need you to run and could you pick this up and do this for me because I might need this. This is somebody you can't depend on. They was never going to show up to the table with everything that you needed to even make it towards marriage. Because, you know, when you want to marry somebody, I'm pretty sure you got a list of things that you need, that you would want in a person to marry them. But they was going to keep coming up short. They was never going to meet your goal. But some of y'all realize all of this after the fact. And maybe you didn't want to believe it because the temperance is out here. Temperance has to do with balancing out your energy, alchemizing. It's like now you see the truth because this temperance landed on the Queen of Swords and you're in the Queen of Swords. Now you're seeing things for what it is. And now you're realizing you got to balance out your energy. You got to balance out your light, your dark, your masculine, and your feminine. You got to get balanced because this shit right here was stressing you the hell out. So you got to ground yourself and get control over your emotions ASAP. Some of y'all relied on heavenly help because that's an angel. So it's almost like you had to get some divine intervention to learn how to alchemize and balance some things out. Some of y'all got to praying when this shit hit the fan because it was like, what else could you do? What else could you do? This person left you with one wrong move, all hell broke loose, and then it did break loose. They left you in a hellfire situation. There was no way for you to get out of this. You had to pray. Some of y'all did. It forced you back. And if you weren't spiritual, you got there. If you didn't have a relationship with somebody, whether it's your ancestors, spirit guides, the Most High, I don't care if you believed in Buddha. I don't care who you believed in. You got spiritual in some form or fashion because you was asking for divine help to get balanced out. Because they had left you in a stressed out situation. Now, because you don't know what to do. You can't meet your goals. This person ain't meeting your goals. You can't meet your goals. They got you in a situation where your back is against the wall. And so you just need somebody to come in and pour something into your cup. Because see, you had gave and gave and gave till there was no more leaves on your tree and you needed to switch direction. So that means that you can't birth nothing. So your cup is on E. Because you was too busy doing what? Giving them the cup. And giving their ass the damn pinnacle. So now you're on freaking E. So you needed divine help to pour into you, to get you back stable, to get you back strong, to get your finances back in order. Because what you thought was going to lift you up, left your ass high and dry. Now you got to depend on all this divine help to pour into you, to build you up. To speak life into you. Because normally what temperance has to do is, normally on a temperance card, not on this one. Normally on a temperance card, there's mountains, but there's a sun in between two mountains and a golden pathway. This is God showing you, baby, let me illuminate the way so you can get past these trials and these tribulations and get yourself back grounded. So you're not just going to be out here just like a fish out of water. God has to show you the pathway out. Let me show you the golden path to get out of here. Let me illuminate it for you. God had to pour his light into you. Because some of y'all was on E. And you thought that this person, because it was their turn to be tagged, they're it. And you look back, and you got your hand for them to tag, and you realize they was gone. The person you thought you was going to marry. Who left you for a third party. What's up, Michael? What you say sounds like Dallas? Don't knock out a whole city. The person that you looking for, you just ain't ran into them. Now I'm going to tell y'all something. For those of y'all who are new to my channel. Like attracts like. So while you want to blame this person, it's something about you that's attracting that type of energy to you. But after going through this and you take that time with spirit to help you, you can fix that so that you won't attract this type of energy and you can actually get the type of person you want. But it takes a minute. So don't knock out no whole city somebody sound like Dallas or wherever you from. It's not them. It's something here in you that you have not healed that is attracting that. And you got to heal you first so that this type of thing don't happen to you again. That you don't get a two-faced ass person. Okay? So we ain't going to knock out all of Dallas. There's probably some good people in Dallas. You ain't attracted them yet because you got to heal this part of yourself first. What's up, Gigi Wright? Yeah, it's a lot of narcissists out here, but it's a lot of good people. Look, Mike, you are on a channel full of people who are, a lot of people who watch me are givers. A lot of y'all are people of the light. So I can't say that they ain't know the world is full of narcissists. I got more people who are doing right watching me right here, right now. In my soul tribe. I've done a lot of readings on some of these people. I know I got some good people that roll on this channel. With some big hearts that are looking for good ass people just like you. For a second there, I was trying to be a little matchmaker. But I'm going to let y'all do it. I'm going to let y'all do it. What's up, Curtis? How you doing? But I am a firm believer in you got to fix this with you, because God is going to show you where you went wrong. So while this person did do you dirty, God got to show you where you made some mistakes and ignored some flags to even get into this position. And that has to be healed. That's way when you meet your next person, this type of shit don't happen again. Okay? That's what I mean. You got to heal. Because there's an opening here that you didn't know nothing about. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay, so let's talk about this. We got the dark side of the Page of Pentacles. We have the dark side of the Seven of Wands. We have the, child. This is supposed to be the dark side of the Ten of Wands. I'm going to show y'all that up close. Justice is on the lighter side. The Six of Pentacles is on the lighter side. The Knight of Wands is on the dark side. Let's talk about this. Page of Pentacles next to the Seven of Wands. You was in a situation where you was with somebody who had nothing to give you. They had nothing, none of their ideas. They could not invest in any of their ideas. Because remember, you was pouring into them. And he was even like a father to a child. You teaching somebody how to fish. So if they lack knowledge in something, you was telling them, hey, baby, you should try it like this. They never had any money to invest in any of their ideas. Hence, the book is closed on the Pentacle. So here it is. Now you're realizing that not only is this person closed off with their ideas, they don't have no ideas that can grow anything. See that Page of Pentacles here? None of these ideas or thoughts are growing anything. You see how it's all desolate land? So they don't have the money or the ideas. Now you're realizing who you're dealing with. See, at first, you thought that you just loved this person. You're seeing all the good in them. But now that God is taking you through this Queen of Swords information where you're looking at the facts and you're breaking all this shit down, now you're seeing stuff that you didn't see before. You know, this person really ain't got no good they ain't really had no ideas that was really growing anything. Their money, they nearly didn't have the money to invest into anything. See how that book is closed? It really was like they ain't had the money to get nothing off the ground, to study, to do shit. It's like now you realize you're dealing with somebody that's a little childish in how they handle stuff, right? And then with the Seven of Wands here on the darker side, now you realizing that this person was always they always came across defeated. Was you with a Debbie Downer? Like you kept trying to make it so that they was not stress free, right? Where they didn't have no stresses, where they weren't sick to their stomach with stress. But this person always came to you defeated. Was you with a Debbie Downer who was always seeing the dark side of things? Because the Seven of Wands is here. This is not somebody who is it's basically like Seven of Wands has to do with you fighting, right? But if you can't fight back at life and life just clobbers you, they just lay down and take it. Some of y'all, these people are not fighters. When life hits, they just lay there. Right? Hey, Rodney. Oh, speaking of which, Rodney, I could not find that super chat you said. I meant to email you. I'm glad you're here because I still ain't found it. I don't know. I don't know what normally they send me an email or something. I don't know what happened to your money, baby. Maybe you can contact them and get your money back. But here it is with this Seven of Wands. When life hit, you was trying to keep this person from being stress-free. And stress. Don't stress. I want you to have peaceful sleep. I don't want you to be out here with your stomach. Oh God, oh my God, what's going on? You want them to have peace. But really, this type of person, when life hits, they cannot fight back. They stay in the dark. You with a Debbie Downer ass energy. They can't see the light side of things. They ain't got no get up and go and like, okay, I'm down for the count. Let me fight back. I'm just sit here and take it. So this person, without you, they the type that when they fall down, they don't fight. They just sit there. See? They can't carry their 10 wands successfully. They face plant. So when life hits, even if they have to carry everything, they can't do shit. Do you see how he is face planted in the ground? Now this is the 10 of wands. This is you. Even when you have to carry everything. Even if you're hurting, You still carry it successfully. Look at you carrying all the weight on your shoulders. Responsible. Even when you're hurting, you're carrying life. You make it look easy. Not them. Life hits them, all hell breaks loose. They literally, whatever they carrying, it just everything falls to pieces. You're looking at all of this, right? Justice. You want justice. You do. Because this person did not meet your goals, but part of your justice is you got to face the truth about what was going on behind this curtain that you was not looking at. When you have justice, you see all that red, you got to really look at what was going on that affected your stability. I tell you all the time, red has to do with what? Your stability, that root chakra, your security, all of that. You got to look at it. You know, this talks about how you feel about yourself as it relates to money, your sense of identity. How did you lose your sense of identity? You got to be able to balance your energy out with justice here. So it's like spirit has this sword of truth. You got to see what it is you was ignoring behind the curtain. How did you get here? How did your sense of identity get rocked? How did you not see that you was dealing with somebody who did not have enough? They didn't have enough. They was never going to meet your goals. They are a page of swords, page of pentacles. And they out here as the magician in the dark, on the dark side. So this is also not just somebody who is manipulative, but this is somebody who ain't got enough to give to get nothing started to even make it towards marriage, child. This is like you trying to turn a hoe into a housewife, or you just find somebody off the street and decide I'm going to marry them. Like, this person was never going to meet your goals. So spirit is like, you need to look at this. You want to be balanced? Well, look at the truth of the matter. How do we get here? What's behind the curtain? You want to get balanced. In order to balance out your energy, you got to see. You got to own your part of your story, y'all. Part of justice means you got to balance it out. How do you balance it out? You got to figure out how, hey, they didn't just do this to you. You allowed it. Where did you go wrong? You gave too much. Six of Pentacles is in the upright. You gave, you gave, you gave. You were the one, Six of Pentacles, to make it easier for you to gain a better understanding. Oh, Holy Spirit, I don't want to be going through this whole deck because you like, help me find this faster to make the point that here. I need you to see something so that we can have a full understanding. Six of Pentacles. This is you. This is the same thing, but this one illustrates it better. This is you. You're doing all the giving. This person didn't bring shit to the table. They needed you to balance out their energy. They were always begging. And now it's like spirit. Remember I said in order for you to get balanced out, you got to figure out how did you get here. You kept giving gifts and wasn't none of that shit being reciprocated. You were in a relationship where it was not being reciprocated and you didn't even notice it because you was blinded by love. Oh, my baby just having a hard time. So you're putting on they're just having a hard time, but you're not realizing that they're not reciprocating shit. And they're cheating on you. And you are making excuses. So when they were ghosting you, you was making excuses for them. They weren't pouring shit in your cup. And it was going over your head. There was no equal give and take here. There was no reciprocity here. You was doing all the giving. You was giving all the gifts. You was paying all the bills. You was paying them car payments. Getting their car fixed. Giving them some spending money. You was doing it all. And it's like now with the sword of truth and justice, because see, God, here it is, justice. When you think about this is also a person of authority, right? I'm going to just assign this to your spirit team. It's justice. And so they're breaking it down to you and showing you, because you're in that Queen of Swords energy. This is where you went wrong. They're judging the situation, showing you. You was given. Giving till there was nothing left to give. And they weren't pouring a damn thing into your cup. Just had their hand out, like these two. Hand out. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Mama. Give me some kisses. I got you tonight. I'm going to love on you. Then you call them. They might be busy. Oh, they'll call me later. They just tired. They probably just stressed out. I mean, they are going through. You just make excuses for them. Not even realizing why the hell this person's not really showing up for you. And Spirit is like, nah, you got to look at the truth. Because that's what justice is. Justice is you want justice. You want that. You need to examine this. You want to get balanced? Well, let's look at you, baby. The Knight of Wands is in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse, or the dark side of the Knight of Wands. This means Spirit is showing you was too impulsive with your damn giving. Too impulsive. You was giving with all this passion. You was rushing into giving. Oh, this is my baby. I love him. I got their back. This is my baby. I love him. I got their back. And you're not realizing this is what you're doing. You are moving so impulsively with fire energy. And fire energy also talks about the fact that you was having sex with this person. So you are emotionally and physically connected and being a little bit impulsive. Because guess what? That middle piece had some of y'all blinded, even if you was a man. You got a little blinded. You was impulsive. You gave. You sleeping with this person. You got so much passion and heat for this person. You did not even realize what you was doing. You didn't know. You weren't thinking because you was, my baby making love to me. They was making sure they kept up with that. Gave you just enough to not be suspicious. Had just enough sex with you so you're not suspicious that they was doing anything before they pulled the rug from in front of your feet. No way, that's Derek. Peace within. How you doing? What'd you say? How I just come in and get checked like this? I'm sorry, baby. You are so funny, Peace within. That is too funny. What's up, LaShonda? Oh, she is tripping. She said, how am I just come in and get checked? I see we got a lot of Bible thumpers out here. What's up, Prana J? That is too funny. That is too funny. I got my Bible thumpers out here who don't want to preach, but also want to block people from hearing the truth. Okay. You should say you felt like the biggest fool in the world. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like I got like, how the hell I get myself? How the hell did I see this shit? Like, how did what? That's how you be feeling like, how did I, what? I hate to say it, y'all, but I was active. Unfortunately, it kind of resonates for me too. God, baby. God. Now, listen. After you have moved impulsively, okay, and all of this has happened to you, and a guy is showing you was impulsive, you was thinking with your middle piece, and this is part of why you gave to this person who you did not realize was not pouring shit into your cup. You did not realize that you was dealing with somebody that you was taking care of truly like a parent. Remember that Six of Swords? No, was it not Six of Swords? Six of Pentacles? Where is it? I don't know. I ain't moved some stuff around. But anyway, you was out here and you was taking care of, here we go. You was taking care of this person like a parent. Thank you, Roddy. Look, now I see your super chat. Hey, boo. Thank you for the $5 super chat, baby. I got it now. You're so silly, Roddy. Listen, y'all didn't realize some of y'all was taking care of this person like a dependent. You was mama, you was daddy. You was mama or daddy and did not even realize it. That this person kept showing up in child energy. Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. You did not realize that you was with somebody who was never going to be able to help you. You had to carry. You was the mom or daddy of the situation. See, look at you. This is you. King of Pentacles. This is them. Page of Pentacles. Page of Swords. Looking like he don't even know what to do. Can't even look up. Because they don't even know where to begin. Look at you. Confident. I know what to do. This is how we're going to move. This person can't move no kind of way. Because every time they try to stand their ass up, there they go. Face planting. Face planting. Y'all did not realize who you was. This is who you wanted to marry, though. We didn't know. We didn't know. We don't know. Now, Spirit, after you, Spirit is showing you this. Now, Spirit is saying, now let me show you how to steer your, leave the burning building and move towards peace. This is the Six of Swords. So now Spirit is going to teach you after everything then dried up for you. See, some of y'all, everything dried up. You had to start all the way over. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all did have to start from scratch. Literally. You see how that boat is docked? There was no way for you to even move towards peace because there was no water left. But in Spirit, after they poured into you, now your boat can move. Now it's like, you know, because I told you, your cup, a lot of y'all's cup was on E. So once God was able to pour into you, now your boat can move towards peace. Right? So here it is. Now you're moving towards peace. All right? And with judgment in the upright, Spirit is saying, I'm going to teach you how to resurrect. Okay? So here it is. Now your angels are coming in and you're about to go through a rebirth. Now the light is about to return to you. God didn't just leave you out here. Judgment is in the upright. The lighter side of judgment. This is like you're going to go through a rebirth. We're not going to leave you out here for dead. We're going to show you how to move towards peace after you impulsively gave away all yourself to somebody who didn't deserve it. We're going to teach you how to alchemize, and we're going to teach you how to get peace and how to have a rebirth. Now, because some of y'all, everything had dried up. See how that was there? Thank you, peace within. Thank you. And yes, it is. Peace is self-love. Ain't that it? Thank you so much for the $10 super chat, baby. Okay, now, what I want you to notice here, see how everything is dried up, but God had to give y'all something? Now, in order for you to move towards peace, and in order for you to have a rebirth, some of y'all did not realize is that here you had to start over from scratch. This is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight of them all. This was not going to be no easy cakewalk. So in order for God to pour into you and have a rebirth, it's like God is saying, baby, we got to plant a brand new seed. See, this is God giving you a seed with the Knight of Pentacles here. Okay? But it takes time for a seed to grow. So this was about to be a slow walk for some of y'all. And so it was not like God was just going to snap his finger. Bing! Here go all your money. No. It's like God had to rebuild you. And so now you got to invest in yourself. And these seeds take time to grow. That's why some of y'all are about to walk into your blessings now. Because you've been grinding for the last year or longer. Because this was a slow walk. God gave you a seed. It was like he came in like a knight in shining armor. Here's a brand new seed. I'm going to start you over. And the only thing I'm asking you to do. See, Chariot here is this the dark side of the Chariot. I need you to stop giving. I need you to leave all this giving that you was doing for this person. Leave that behind. Because see, this person was attacking you. The person that you need to get away from is this person where you're overgiving. You're hooked up to an energy vampire or a parasite. Please stop giving. Remember, I showed you all that Six of Pentacles. You was the one handing out all the gifts. This is still that Six of Pentacles, even though it looks like it's 3. It says on the side here, Six of Pentacles. So here it is. What's up, Donald? So here it is. Spirit is saying with the Chariot, stop. I don't want you to look back at what you was giving to this person anymore. Don't look back at that because that just hurts you. I need you to now focus all of your time and attention on the new seeds that we're about to plant. Because see, this is you looking back. This is you probably being bitter as well. Look at how they did me. I took care of them. This is you being mad. And Spirit is saying, okay, I don't want you to focus on the dark anymore. I want you to focus on the light because I'm about to teach you. I'm going to teach you how to cook from one seed, baby. We're going to plant one seed. All I need you to do is have this here. You see that little dot on my hand? That's my mustard seed of faith. This all I need you to have. Show up with this much. Stop looking back. Okay, this person hurt you, but we got work to do. That's right. What'd you say? Let me cook, Spirit. Ain't that it? Spirit had to teach some of y'all how to cook. But in order to cook, because you messed up, you took some wrong steps. I got to show you where you went wrong. I got to take you back. Now, I'm about to show you how to cook from one pinnacle. We're going to start over. But this time, your foundation is about to be stronger than ever. Stronger than ever. And that's all it took was this little mustard seed that I'm about to lose. This is rolled around. Look, there it go. You saw my pants. Did I catch it? No, it's been fail. I got another one. These damn little mustard seeds be getting everywhere in here. So here it is now. Spirit is going to teach you how to cook. But the only thing they need you to do is not look back at what you gave to this person. Stop worrying about what you lost. You didn't give, they didn't give back to you. So what? In order for you to find peace, you're going to have to focus on the pinnacle in front of you. We're going to have to work that we need to do. Don't look back, because every time you look back, you're going to see the swords and you're going to be hurt. You're going to be hurt. You're going to be hurt. So stop looking back. Let's look forward, right? Right? Yep, don't be that pillar of salt. What's up, Kenyatta? This is a good one, too. I know my energy vampires come here. They be trying to ruin it. But man, these messages, boy, they just don't even be understanding. If they just be quiet, they get a little, feel like a little, you get the message your heart needed. Some people, Rodney called this church. I don't know. Cody be calling church. Y'all be killing me talking about this is church. But you get what your heart needed. Holy Spirit teaches over here. My little Bible thumpers, you mean to tell me you could have a message come from tarot? You could be anointed by Holy Spirit and it come in a different way than what this book say? Child, can't even imagine it. What's up, Donald? Oh, y'all be killing me. So let's talk about this. So Spirit getting ready to teach you how to start over from scratch. You have to get a brand new pinnacle. And this is hard. You know, for some of y'all, if you gave to the point where you was getting ready to fall and you had nothing left to give, this can be hard. Especially if you are in your 40s, your 50s, and God forbid your 60s. Starting over is not an easy thing. That is not an easy thing. When you come in and have to start, thank you, Holy Spirit, for high-fiving. And you got to start over. At this late in the game, that is a hard pill to swallow. And and then it is going to require that mustard seed of faith, because some of y'all going to be like, it's going to feel like you got to climb a mountain. It's going to feel like pushing a boulder up a mountain. And all they're asking, this is why Spirit said, I need you to have that mustard seed. Just a little bit of belief. And I told y'all the other day in that Master Manifestor class the Spirit taught, what was that mustard seed of faith? Just say one thing of self-empowerment. One thing where you are empowering yourself, an affirmation that this is even possible. And that's all I need you to do. Even if you just say just one little thing. I can do this. The universe is going to work with me. We can do this. God got me. I don't care what you say. Just one word, one affirmation is all it takes to have a mustard seed worth of faith. That's you speaking life. You got to let those words come out. Even if it's just one little thing. That's all Spirit is asking for. And I get it. So this is like, it sounds easy in the reading, but to live it, this shit is hard. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. It's hard to start over. Now, because with the 8 of Cups, a lot of y'all had to leave. Right? The 8 of Cups is here in the upright. Three of Cups is in this is the Eight of Cups on the darker side. Three of Cups is on the darker side. Two of Pentacles is on the lighter side. Two of Swords. Some of y'all might be seeing 222 or 22, or you was born on the 22nd. I don't know. Or you could have been in what? An Aquarius. Cappy Aquarius is what? Something like that. Two of Swords is in the dark side. And then the Fool is on the lighter side. Now, let's talk about this. Now, the Eight of Cups is here. You want to leave some things behind, right? But in order for you to leave some things behind, remember I told you got to go through that dark night of the soul. So while you want to walk away and not look at this person or even think about this anymore, Spirit is saying, because you're going through a storm. You see, but you got a key here. Spirit says you cannot leave. We got to go back and revisit your storm. But I'm going to give you the key on how to get through it. So while you want to leave this person behind and you want to leave all these thoughts of how you lost all this money, how you invested in somebody who was not worth it. Oh, look at you, Divine Bliss 222. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's so crazy. Okay, so listen. So here it is. You want to leave all this behind. But remember I said, when God takes you through that dark night of the soul, you got to come back to the burning building. So Spirit said, we got to revisit all the things that led you to this storm. You got to come back and look at it. But this time you got to I'm going to give you the key. Now the key is how to get through it. Now, Three of Cups is here. So Spirit is going to take you through how you ended up in a third party situation. And how you now have to look at this person. This person was not your friend. Three of Cups here is in reverse. This is not somebody you should have ever been breaking bread with or having friendship with. That's one of the things. So Spirit got you looking back. You see how this person's looking back, like they're looking back at the past. So it's like, and even this is you coming back. You want to leave it behind, but Spirit's like, no, we got to revisit this. You got to see where you went wrong. This is them taking you through that stormy time. This is them taking you through the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is like, how did you end up in this unhappy situation? Look back at the past. I got to give you the tools and the key. You got this key. This key is going to unlock what steps you took that messed you up. Where you went wrong. Now, remember I just told you, once Spirit takes you backwards and shows you, yeah, they see what this person did, they will get their karma. But see, the thing is, you got to come out better. So now, once Spirit shows you where you went wrong and show you the keys that you need so that this doesn't happen again, now you can be in the Two of Pentacles upright. The Two of Pentacles now, it's like, you see how this looks like a joke, what is this, a court jester juggling a pentacle? Well, it's on the lighter side. Now you can balance out your coins and your finances because this shit ain't going to happen no more. Guaranteed. You got to start all the way over. You will never get God like this again. You can love somebody to the moon, you can love them to the moon and back. You will never allow another person to get you in this situation. You don't give a damn how much you love somebody. You are not going to be out here juggling financially or emotionally ever again in life if you had to start over this late in the game. But either way, God is going to show you how to cook and how to get back balanced. See, this is you having that resurrection. The sun will shine again for you. It will. But he had to show you where you went wrong in the past. How you had these people were not, this person was not your friend. That's another thing about the Three of Cups. This person that you thought you was breaking bread with and everything was cool, this is not your friend. So even though you thought this was somebody you really, really loved, they really wasn't even your friend. Now that hurts. Because it's like, damn, you think even if you ain't got love with somebody, at least you got the foundation of friendship. But when God's showing you, nah, baby, this person really wasn't your friend either. That hurt. And now it's like you can't ignore it either. They're not going to let you ignore it. See, in order for you to gain balance, this is not just about being balanced financially. See, over here, this is you being balanced emotionally. And even if you can't walk on your feet, notice how the Spirit is showing you an alternative way to get balance. Even if you got to go around. See, your feet, we walk on our feet. But if you start having to walk on your hands, this is like Spirit teaching you a whole nother way of walking and getting yourself adjusted in ways that you didn't even think of. So part of you doing that is, this is the Two of Swords. You got to see, look at you out here. You got to look at the hellfire. How did you end up in this stalemate? How did you not see this? And how can you leave it behind? Because some of y'all felt defeated. That's you out here that look like you got a little wand out here. There go your little sword. Even though this is the Two of Swords. Some of y'all, it took, when this person left you in this hellfire, it took some of y'all to your knees. Some of y'all did drop to your knees. Once you start finding out, like, damn, they cheating on me. Damn, they left me out here. Damn, they not going to come back and rescue me. Some of y'all, it did. It broke you to your knees. Some of y'all cried so hard. God, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Hellfire was going on. Your tree was literally, ain't nothing growing on your tree. This person left you with nothing. And they just left like the snake that they were. Just left. See how the tree is empty? Ain't that tree empty? This is the hellfire they left you in. But Spirit is showing you all of this for a reason. I need you to see where you went wrong. Two of Swords is like where you had that blindfold on, right? But this is the dark side. So this is you examining your hellfire. You got to balance out. Spirit's going to show you how to cook and get your emotions and your finances together. But you had to acknowledge what you was not looking at. Once you can acknowledge the past and see it exactly as it is and accept where your mistakes were, now you're ready for a brand new start. Fool is in the upright. Now you are ready to take a bold new leap of faith, and Spirit is showing you it's not over for you, baby. You see how that rose, like a rose popping up in the middle of a concrete sidewalk. This is not over. We love you. We're walking with you. You will have a new start, even if you got to start off with just a little bit. All you have is all you need. So here it is. Now you can start over. All you have is all you need. And now you can take this bold leap of faith. We're giving you hope. That red rose just popped up out of nowhere. Some of y'all don't have that much to start with. So remember, you are starting off with one pinnacle. And that pinnacle takes time to grow. But it does get better. You ain't out here by yourself. Look at that little bird. That owl. Wisdom walking right by your side. But you have to look at where you went wrong to get this new beginning. So you cannot go through this again. This is how you know God loves you. And once you do this, collective, now you can go back to your rightful position as a natural born leader. Some of y'all are leaders. You already a king of pentacles. You know how to be stable. You know how to get focused. Leo energy. You lead the pack. You always have. You're a natural born leader. It's time for you to take your throne, baby, and lead. Once you take your throne, Leo, and both of these are Leo energies, you will not be out here just left for dead, unhappy, skinny. This is a child where the sunflowers, he's skinny. He losing weight. Everything's dried up. God is not going to leave you out here like this. This is you. This is what you got to leave behind. See that red? You got to leave behind the things of where you felt like the sun wasn't shining on you. Sunflowers face the sun. You out here, some of these people left y'all where you felt like you was naked, skinny. Some of y'all lost weight. I know I have my pictures like that. Look like energy vampire, even sucked all the little, I'm a little juicy away. You can see it in my face. Not now. But now you can take your position. You can leave this negative Leo energy of the sun in reverse. And now you could be your natural born leader. Let's open it up. Let's see what happens if I open it up. And there you go. Now you can move towards your wish fulfillment. There go that rose. Spirit is coming in and giving you the flower. Look at you. What do you want, baby? What is your personal wish fulfillment? It's like Spirit got a whole bouquet. There they go with that rose again. All you had to do was put in your order to the universe. It takes time to grow. It might require you to do some steps because that's what a leader does. You got to boss up. You got to come up with some creative ideas, King of Wands. And as a King of Pentacles, I already know you're going to get your hands dirty. You're going to get out here and you're going to work. But that is why you will get into the Nine of Cups. You will find your personal wish fulfillment again. God is not going to leave you out here just blind without what you need, without the things that you need. He's not. You're going to find exactly what you need. Knight of Swords is in the lighter side. And this is actually going to happen. It's going to seem like it takes time for seeds to grow, but you're going to blink and it's going to be over before you know it. With the Knight of Swords in the upright. And there goes again, a little sun. You will find your happiness. You're going to find your happiness sooner than you believe you will. You headed straight to it, rushing towards it. All because of who you trust in. And the Wheel of Fortune, you're going to see, is going to turn in your favor. Look at you. The skies are back blue, baby. The wheel will turn in your favor again. It's just you got to look backwards sometimes, see where you went wrong, own your part of your story, and then pick up and start over. That is it for the tarot portion. Congratulations to all y'all who had to start over. This time your foundation will be solid as a rock. You have built with the right one. The cornerstone of your faith, child. The foundation this time will be solid. Now you're going to be able to read situations and people. Nobody will catch you up on the grounds of love ever again in life. Love, you're going to realize love don't love nobody, and you got to be able to distinguish real love. Is this person pouring into me, or am I doing all the giving? Am I blinded by this dang-a-lang of vagina? Because some of y'all was blinded by the dang-a-lang or the vagina. Let's go into the spiritual symbols first. What's up, Tevia? Teresita, how you doing? Loans by Guy. Angel, how you doing? I think that's it. I don't know. We got so many people. I be getting ready to say hey, but then they get booted out of here. Hey, Janine, Brenda, is it? Yeah, Janine Broom. Is that how you pronounce it, Janine? Lord and Tivia, Lizzie Lopez, how you doing? All right. Let's see what Holy Spirit got for y'all. Holy Spirit, what do you have for the collective of all 12 zodiac signs? What is it that you want us to know? First thing out is horseshoe. Some of y'all, when your heart got broken, you see how the heart is in reverse? Some of y'all have felt like you was unlucky in love. Like luck always just passes you by. You were disappointed. Sometimes listen, when your heart get broke, you just feel like you just disconnected from everybody. Some of y'all actually disconnect from people. Not only are you heartbroken, but you be like, you going to hide and you just going to hurt. Some of y'all, when y'all make mistakes, you just be like, I don't even want to talk to nobody. No. But listen, here with horseshoe, sometimes spirit has you go through these mistakes because it says you will have to stand up to somebody. Sometimes you got to be strong and you got to stand your ground. Sometimes you got to stand up for what is right. Okay? So even though some of y'all have felt heartbroken, like you was unlucky in love, sometimes God has to teach you this so you can learn how to stand up for yourself the next time. So this don't, I told you so it don't happen again. Ooh, we got light bulb and flame. See? Light bulb. And it's in the upright. It says the light bulb is spirit. They had to come in and give some of y'all some assistance, some hope. They had to teach you some new investment. By investing in you, they gave you new ideas of inspiration. Spirit was listening to the desires of your heart, and they gave you new ideas to increase your revenue and your profits. So when some of y'all broke down and you dropped to them knees, that's when Spirit started getting to work on giving you, okay, we got to give them some new ideas. Okay, so Spirit has given some of y'all some new creative ideas that all you need to do, you got some divine intervention coming in on how to get your profits back up, how to get back in control over things. See? And look at flame. This is spirit again. This is them. And it's in the upright. Spirit had to teach you how to analyze the solution to your problem. See, remember when you got into that Queen of Swords, some of y'all went into hermit mode. When you go into hermit mode, sometimes what will happen, and this is when people get in hermit mode, it quiets everybody else's voice so God's voice will speak louder. The only voices you will hear will be yours and God. So when that happens, when God gets to speaking, he will teach you how to analyze your situation. Now, this is how you're looking at it from a different perspective. Where did you go wrong? You're looking at all sides of it. So Spirit is showing you how to have a steady progress and concentration, how to get level-headed. And they're teaching you now, and this it says passionate love. Some of y'all, Spirit might be giving some of y'all a new passionate love. But maybe you need to watch your passions, because that might have been how you got caught up the last time. You had to think with that wand energy. Some of these people could put it down, and it left you all, they love me. Mistaken. Lust for love. Spirit says some of y'all didn't realize with dead flowers, you was with somebody who was decaying. The relationship was decaying. The bonds were breaking. They was going to lead you to grief. A lot of time has passed. Some of these people might come in and they might want to try to give you your flowers now. The one who hurt you, but too much time has passed. So now it's like you don't even want it. You know what I'm saying? So if this person was to come in and try to give you your props. Some of y'all don't want flowers from these people. Thank you, Kenyatta. You like, I'm good. I'm cool off of you. So because, like I said, they let too much time pass and they cause too much sadness. And you feel like this person, when they were around you, they created a lot of negative energy. And they left a lot of negative energy. And for some of y'all, you felt like they caused a death. Death to your finances, death to your emotions, death to how you look at love. Some of y'all, I heard you, JP, the guy yesterday, was talking about you scared to date. I was paying attention I watched the playback. I see some of y'all's comments. There was a couple of y'all was like, no, I'm cool. I'm cool off of this. Some of these people, they have caused deaths to where you don't feel the same about stuff. You don't feel the same. You scared to get your feet back wet. Because it's like, hell no. Bowl is in the upright. Spirit says, listen. That's a singing bowl. It's upright. Spirit says, and this goes for even my masculines, get ready to be in your divine feminine. Do you know what a divine feminine energy is? That means you about to birth something. If you are in the divine feminine energy, Spirit says, this goes for even my masculine, and you do have both energies, you're getting ready to birth something. If you are in that energy, there will be celebrations. Prosperity is coming. Spirit says there's some promises that they made for you, and prosperity is coming. You are full of potential. Spirit has seen your generous heart, because a lot of y'all were very generous. And they have seen how you have been very ritualistic with your prayer life, talking to your spirit guides, your ancestors. Some of y'all listen, even though some of y'all don't go to church, you talk to God. It's like a ritual. I talk to God every morning, talk to God every night before I go to bed. God hears from you on a regular basis. You became very ritualistic with how you move. Even if you don't go to a place of worship, you do it out of habit. Hey, I talk to God every day. And you made it a habit, and they see that. And because of that, now it's time for you to experience fruitfulness. A lot of prosperity, baby. There is a lot of green in the background of that singing bowl. I'm getting a cold chill. Somebody out here is getting ready to get some money. Somebody about to get some money. Congratulations. If your little seed that you had to start over, for those of y'all who had to start over with spirit, that seed is getting ready to pop. Congratulations. Because I keep telling you, somebody out here, see, spirit says here with water. See, there's water. It's a beautiful card, but it does look like something is going on. It says with water here, some of y'all was feeling so overwhelmed. Spirit had to teach you how to detox your life and stop martyring yourself for loved ones. These unaddressed emotions were holding you down. Some of y'all did not realize that you were sacrificing yourself for someone you loved. You was giving till you ain't had shit left to give. You was martyring yourself. You was causing your own ending. You was holding them down. And Spirit says we got to address those unaddressed emotions on why was you doing that? Why was you loving them more than you loved yourself? Because that's loving somebody more than you love yourself. Because see, some of y'all was so sure that these people were your ride or die, that they was going to pick you up, and then they didn't. You was so sure. And Spirit said that was you martyring yourself, because you was basically putting all your eggs in their basket. And you cannot trust nobody 100% like that but God. God is the only person who does not lie. Spirits can even lie. That's why they say test the spirits. But if your spirit team, if you have tested them and they have showed up for you time after time after time, you can learn to trust them like you trust God. But a lot of y'all did not know that. So you was banking on they was going to have your back the way you had theirs. But you didn't. You missed it and was martyring yourself. But here y'all have a new card, Star, honey. Now Spirit says, and it's in the upright, I'm about to, I'll get a call chill. Listen. Some of y'all are about to be stars. Shall I say that one more time? Somebody in my collective is about to be a star. You have found your freedom. Your dreams are about to come true. Good luck is definitely on your side. Destiny is your destiny. You were destined for this. This is you fulfilling your destiny. You will have destiny fulfillment. You have divine guidance on your side. You will find your enlightenment. But some of y'all, those of y'all who are my magicians out here, my singers, some of y'all are good writers. Somebody out here, your star power is all bright, baby. And it is time for you to step into your destiny. And you know who I'm talking to. Y'all know who y'all are. Listen. There was a time where you did not see, y'all, the cross is in reverse on this. Cross came in reverse. And it said some of y'all did not realize why you was how you was causing your own mental suffering and your physical pain. And Spirit says part of what was causing your mental pain and your suffering was your sinful lifestyle. Ooh, that's what it said right here. I'm going to say it again. Some of y'all did not realize that your mental suffering and physical pain was because of your sinful lifestyle. Something was missing and it was causing you some anguish. Something was missing. And it was causing distress and disappointments. That one kind of hurt. You did not realize that you were so caught up in drinking, smoking, having a good time, getting your rocks off, that was part of the problem. And it ended up putting you in anguish, distress, disappointment, and feeling like something was missing. All right, Holy Spirit. Out here smacking us with the truth. I wasn't prepared. Look, arrow. Spirit says, listen, some of y'all was dealing with people who were narrow-minded. They were egotistical. They have a problem with confrontation. They have a problem with betrayal. This person, if you was to ask them, why did they do this to you? They would get very defensive. This person knows that they are full of disappointment and that they always miss the mark. The person that you were with, they was never going to hit the bullseye. A lot of y'all was with people who were full of betrayal. They was always going to miss the mark. They was showing up as pages. This person was always going to create disappointments. And they avoid confrontation, but had a nerve to be in their ego. So a lot of y'all have people who are what do they call that when people are running? Not passive aggressive. What's the word, y'all? When people run from their emotions. I said it on this channel before. I just said a blank. It's like their attachment style is to run. These people don't face stuff. They run and avoid it. Thank you. What's your name? Uzo. Thank you. So some of y'all was dealing with avoided people. So like they want to be in their ego and they might act like they got their shit together, but the moment you confront them, they run. When you ask them why they betrayed you, they get defensive. And they're narrow-minded. Like they can't, and they always miss the mark. Spirit said this is what y'all was doing. So listen, Spirit calling us out. They saying we was dealing with egotistical avoidance. And we was out here living that sinful lifestyle. And this was your sin kept you blinded from the truth. Ouch. Okay. I see what they saying. Let's get one. Let's get one more. Spirit says, ooh, we got another new card. What's up, Wondering Wanderer? It says, and Heather, how you doing? It says here with snow. Now, snow is in reverse. I want y'all to realize what kind of person y'all was dealing with. Spirit says the person you was dealing with, when they see you shine, because some of y'all is going to be get this prosperity and you're going to be put up on a pedestal by the universe. Get ready. This past person was jealous. Some of these people going to be sad to see your star shining bright. Some of these people moved with secrecy too. They tried to hide their jealousy. And they're going to try to hide their sadness when they see you shine bright. This person was cold as ice, some of these people. And some of them did create death. And they know it. They know what they're doing. They know that they come into people's lives. They use them till they can't use them no more. And they leave them for dead. This person that you was dealing with was full of negative emotions. They like to create situations where people feel isolated and lonely. They purposely withdraw. Some of y'all was dealing with narcissists. That's a classic narcissistic trait right there. Yep, and they play like the victim. Thank you, Nina. So these people will come in, love bomb you, and then try to isolate you, try to create these feelings of loneliness, and they will withdraw to try to get that push-pull. But we're not going to fall for that. Now, at the bottom of the deck is a skull. But this skull can represent death and transformation. Skull here. Spirit had to teach some of y'all how to make the most out of life. They taught you how to be unique, how to have a rebirth. This is you going through a transformation. The Spirit taught you how to overcome your fear of death. Some of y'all had a fear of starting over. That death to your finances means you got to start over. You got to transform, right? But that's you going through that transformation. Now you can seek wisdom and be courageous. Now you got life again. Life can happen, child, even after the darkness of the storm. Now, the key is in reverse. When this first happened to y'all, though, y'all tried to become more antisocial. You went into hermit mode. Some of y'all was in denial. You didn't want to believe that this person was going to do this to you. Some of y'all did not realize that there was about to be a lot of unexpected changes when this person did this. Some of y'all felt overwhelmed because you had to close out all these damn cycles. But it also says that when this key happened, you realize some of y'all may have felt like this person, it says more powerful and controlling. Don't feel like maybe this person was holding the key. Did they had more power? Or did they try to control the situation by pulling strings like this? But we're not going to worry about that. It says here, now there might be somebody going through a storm. It ain't you. This person who did this is probably going through some sort of turmoil, chaos. They're the ones emotionally stressed. They might be having fallouts with their family or friends. Sounds like karma didn't showed up. Somebody has a loss. Their plans are at a standstill. They're experiencing destruction. God didn't forget about them when he was showing you your mirror of where you went wrong. He just wanted you to get to your highest and best self. So while some of y'all may feel like, but they hurt me. The Spirit said, I know, I'm going to take care of it. They're taking care of it. If you want to know if this person's going through karma, yes, they're going through hellfire right now. People turning their back on them. They're in emotional stress. Now their plans is at a standstill. Say where they left you. Now they got to go through it. They feel like they got destruction all around. Probably feel like death. Emotions just going crazy. Oh God, when is the storm going to end? Now they get to feel what it's like. But don't you worry about that. Because like I said, when this first happened, it'll break you to your knees. You want to go tell God what this person did to you. You want to call judgment on what they did. But Spirit had to do what? Show you your mirror and show you where you went wrong. Because this is about you, baby. This is about you. Scroll is here. It says miscommunications and gossiping, using intelligence in a negative way, unwanted news, and unexpected delays. Some of y'all found out that these people created some delays for you. They use their intelligence in a negative way. They even gossiped about you with their third parties. There was a lot of stuff that came out about y'all's person, once you figured out what the hell was really going on. Now, the last deck we have is our creativity deck. The artwork is a little different. I'll show it to you. It ain't no big deal. But what I like about the Creativity Oracle, this is for those of y'all who are in Master Manifestor mode. It's going to give you some instruction of what you need to do. Dang, Nina, your person left the country? That's some running for you right there. I feel so bad. I don't even want to be in the same country as you. Like, like, wow. You leave the country? What's up? Oh, no. You got to go. See, I almost said your whole name. But I see now that you you just one who wants to start some mess. In fact, I'm going to just go ahead and do one of these. Holy Spirit, what you got for the collective of all 12 zodiac signs? What is the overall energy you want us to know? Time. Time can be seen as both linear and spiral. Circle back to explore a concept from the past and create the future. That is exactly, let me show you the picture. That's exactly what happened here. Some of y'all had to go back and look at the past in order to create a better future. So, time can be seen. It says where you can go linear, it can go straight, or it can sometimes spiral back. And y'all did. Spirit said it was time for y'all to take a look back so that you could build a better future. That is definitely what happened. It says here, insight. See, I just said this. Look, I said it. Look, this is the card. Insight. So here it is. It says you had to see beyond the appearances, the masks, the cliches, and cultural stereotypes to gain insight. So when you, by God taking some of y'all back to look at the past, it helped you to see beyond the appearance, the masks, the cliches, all those things that you missed. Now you was able to gain insight. You was able to put on your Queen of Swords or King of Swords energy and look at it for what it was. You gain insight. 51 and 70. 70 breaks down to a 7. This is a card. It's a lady. It says patience. Creativity takes time. Sometimes a project can seem to be taking too long or seem to be failing. Listen, when you start over from scratch, I told you can feel like you pushing a boulder up a hill. Creativity takes time to grow, y'all. You're gonna have some hit or misses. And it can sometimes feel like, damn, how long is it gonna take? How long is it gonna take? But sometimes don't give up. Because sometimes you don't realize it. You're learning during that process, okay? It's not just, oh, well, it just ain't working out for you. It can seem like it's taking too long, but it's all to your benefit. But you got to give it time to grow. So it's going to require patience. I want y'all to remember the story of the palm tree. I tell y'all this almost every night. It took 5 years for a palm tree to develop roots. It does not break the ground for the first 5 years. And then it shoots up 9 feet into the air. That's how some of y'all are going to be. Like the palm tree, you got to get a good foundation. If you're not going to break, the next time something happens to you, it's not going to break you. Your recovery should be much faster if anything were to happen, because you shouldn't even get to this point. I know Nina cried every night. I understand. It be like that. What's up, Latrice Brown? It says here... Yes, a little birdie. It says some of y'all had to learn how to analyze. Your time is well spent analyzing, but only up to where you become too attached to any particular outcome. Listen, Spirit, hey, J Star Sound. It says here, listen, Spirit says it's good to spend time to analyze, y'all, but don't get too caught up into that, because sometimes y'all will want, listen, I tell y'all all the time, it's good to be detailed when you put in your order to the universe, but don't put spirit in a box. So like let's say I'm gonna just use JP the guy. So let's say he wants to rap, right? But he wants to get signed to this one particular record company. Like that will be putting spirit in a box. Maybe you need to just be open on how you're gonna get discovered. You know what I'm saying? Don't be attached to how it's going to happen or the particular outcome, because sometimes stuff will lead you down a one doorway and it opens up you to something even better than what you wanted to begin with. You know, God often does that. We'll want one thing and God will want something better, but it takes us taking a bold leap of faith to just not be attached to how it's going to be, to just jump. You see what I'm saying? So analyze, but don't overanalyze it to get to like lessen the amount of options that the universe has for you. See, seed. Spirit says having the intention to grow like a seed and bloom is the heart of creativity. So seeds are the beginning, the heart of creativity, because everything starts as a seed. It does. It takes time for it to bloom. Whenever you're being creative, you know it's going to have to take time. And don't fret over the obstacles. You see this man, he out there gardening. It says, do not dwell on how you're going to surmount the obstacles presently in your way. Don't dwell too much on it, because obstacles are there to help you grow. And sometimes Spirit will give you the tools necessary to overcome those obstacles. Thank you. And see, and everything happens in divine timing. If you are in the creative flow, you'll feel everything coming together in divine timing. So seeds will blossom and obstacles will happen, but it's all to help you with your growth, and everything happens right when it's supposed to happen. Last one. Ooh, they just keep shooting out. I think we've had this one here before. Spirit says, don't forget to visualize. When you develop your abilities to visualize, you manifest and maximize your influence to experience reality. I seen something the other day that said that when you visualize something, your brain cannot tell if you are dreaming something. Well, not dreaming. It says like visualizing something, or is it that is actually your life? It can't tell the difference. So the power of visualization is actually pretty powerful when it comes to manifesting. So if you want to manifest, start visualizing your life on, okay, if I was doing XYZ, this is how my life would be. I would get up in the morning. I would get this. I would go put on it. I would go grab my keys to whatever car you're getting ready to drive. And I might walk to my home office and check my, like really walk it out. Come up with a whole plan. Like you came up with your own movie for how you want your life to be. Visualize it. Get some creative insight. Okay, let those visions be illuminated in your mind. Spirit says at the bottom of the deck is cycles. It says the wind blows, the wheel turns. We go through cycles just like nature because you're part of nature. We had this one before. Stuff happens in nature on cycles. It says start. So that's where some of y'all are at. You must start from where you are. You need to examine your situation and take a chance. If y'all sit up here and keep putting stuff off, and I heard a reader just say this about, he was also encouraging his collective to start. 4 years can go by and you just still sit there. Oh no, it'll take me, I'm too old to start. And then 4 years be done blinked and you think back and go, damn, if I would have just started. You can't have a seed if you don't start. So you just start, y'all. Please start. Please start. If you want your situation to get better, you got to start at some point. It don't matter how old you are. Start. You're going to blink and 4 years going to be going by. And then you don't want to be sitting there in regret going, damn, I should have started. So go ahead and start. Okay? And wounds, it says withheld support from the past can cause low self-esteem and cripple your action. Some of y'all are still hurt by the past. And Spirit says, listen, this person withheld their support and it did affect some of y'all's esteem. Because it was like, I don't deserve this. And it can cripple your action. But don't worry about this past person. This person won't work your damn time no damn way. What's up, CeeLo? I don't know why your stuff ain't showing up over here, but hey. Okay, listen. That's it. I ain't giving y'all no more. That's it. Listen, this was a good one. I hope y'all learned something. Some of y'all, this was your first time here. If this is your first time at IMLight and this was your story, welcome. I'm here every night at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific Standard, and 8:30 Central in the USA. Okay, unless you like Miss Nina, who be up at 2 o'clock in the morning in the UK watching me. Can I adopt you? Child. Look at y'all. Thank you to all of my moderators. All my moderators here. Bit by Charlie, Big Hero C, JP the God, Angelic Angel. Thank y'all for moderating tonight. And thank you all for joining me. If you need, thank you so much, Latita Jack. If you need a personal reading, y'all hit me up at IamTheLightTarot@gmail.com. Oh, and before we go, listen, I get it. Not everybody is a person of faith. I had a young lady who actually, she went back and forth with me. Y'all remember the reading I did was talking about God was gonna make his enemies his footstool. She said after making me his mat, now he wants to make me a footstool. And I emailed her back and I said, no, honey, I'm talking about your enemies. If you're an enemy of God. She said, I said it right. Listen, I get that some of y'all come in here and some of y'all will be in my comments and you'll act like you want to be a part of the light team. You want to be a part of our soul tribe, and spread your light, but you really be like wolves in sheep's clothing, literally. And you will attack me and say some things that are not so nice. But when you get to talking like that, and she said that God made her a doormat and enemies with footstools, and got to talk about how church, listen, I go back and forth with these trolls, these Bible thumpers every night. But the stuff that she was saying, I am not. If you know that my channel is not for you, y'all could always choose to click off and go find a place that's better suited for you or start your own. You ain't got to go back and forth with me in my comments. Do not. And if you don't believe and you know you don't have faith, then you're not going to go into a debate with me. If it's for you, it's for you. And if it ain't, baby, I'm not going to sit here and put no gun in your head and force you to drink from a cup that you don't want to drink from. This is free will over here. If you want to come join me, you're welcome. If you don't, then go head on. But you're not going to tell me. My experience has been magnificent with spirit. Magnificent. 10 toes down. And I have to stand on that. And if your experience with spirit team has been dark, or, the way the girl was sound like she had no soul, I'm going to be honest with you, her stuff was dark, the stuff she was saying. I just went ahead and deleted her. She's not here. But if that's how you feel, then don't leave a comment. Just click off. Child, y'all got a remote. This YouTube is like change the channels on your TV. Change the channel and keep it pushing. That's it. Thank y'all for thank you so much, Elijah, for your encouragement. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Until then, keep doing what you're doing, y'all. Prosperity's on its way for some of y'all. Bye, baby.